building. It's your boy Hollywood Sensei of the Blur Cartel. CEO status, you already know what it is.
I already know Denzel, aka Zelmo Bell, you know what I mean? Zel busy, bro. But I'm here. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into this music. We're gonna get we got some I know
shout out to my boy Common, you know what I mean? Let me give you a little time to, you know what I mean, do your thing, bro.
It's your boy the comment, KJN_man.510. That's the Bay. Catch me on Universal the Base. Catch me on What It Sound Like podcast. We get your best reviews and interviews.
That's better than Jill. Up top, better than Jill.
She not. But I respect your confidence for saying that. You know,
I respect your confidence also.
Easily.
Texas, Big Crizzle, better than Chance the Rapper.
What?
You know what I mean?
We was trying to have a good time. Now we got to be here for a long time.
I had to throw that.
You trolling.
That's not trolling. That's not a troll. And you. Yo, what's going on, folks? It's your boy Hollywood Sensei of the Word Cartel, CEO status. You already know what it is. Wizard of Oz, the Riz Kage, What It Sound Like podcast, Volume 2, Track 33. My boy Common stepped off. He went to go grab the plate. You know what I mean? Because you know it's dinner time and whatnot. So my man went to go grab his food. Zell and Mallory will be here. My boy Zell is back, fresh off of that Dominican Republic vacation, you know what I mean? So, speak of the, you know what I mean? My boys, we got Zell. What's going on?
Same timing.
It's good, y'all.
We got Zell back in the building, you know what I mean?
What's y'all?
The man's here. What's going on? But you know, make sure you follow the Blur Cartel, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, all that good stuff. Follow the What It Sound Like podcast also. Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. You know what I mean? What's going on, folks?
What's happening, man? It's your boy the comment, KJN_man.510. That's the Bay. Catch me on Universal the Base. Catch me on What It Sound Like podcast. We get your best reviews and interviews. Catch me on the Blur Cartel. You know we doing well. And catch me on Blur Proof Entertainment on Tapping No Capping. If you're a Blur, you've seen it, and what's your opinion?
What's good, y'all? Good to be back, Zono Bell in the beginning. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Blur Cartel. We in the building. Shout out to Mal. You know what I mean? She here for the episode. She wasn't really feeling the homework, but you know what I mean? Here, man.
Mallory, you a team player because there's another part of this equation. She's supposed to be here, the lovely Lala, so random, but she didn't want to do the homework. I mean, she didn't want to participate.
She's sitting out this whole episode.
Yeah. She ain't want to participate, so she ain't. You know what I mean? But she'll be back next week. But yeah, you know, we had to get y'all some rap reviews. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had to.
It's for the people.
You know, that's what they was asking for. But you know, that's what we doing today. We got the album reviews. Vocalist tournament is back. We got everybody back in the house, so we're gonna be bringing that to you. Probably next week or the week after, but the vocalist tournament round 2 is back. But you know what we start off with every episode: current events. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So,
what we doing? Like what happened this week? It was last week.
Before we, how was the vacation, my good brother? You know what I mean? That's also current event.
Shout out to all me and my Dominican brothers and sisters.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man, we was out there. We had a good time. We showed off. We showed out. It was, you know what I mean? It's a good time, man.
Listen, I heard my boy was out there moonwalking.
Yeah, I mean, got some Mike.
I heard he was out there Mike Jackson.
Who told you that?
Listen, don't worry about who told you.
He's a reliable source.
Just know I know. You know what I mean?
It's crazy out here. Yeah, they had pulled me out on the show. We went to a show. My daughter, she loved Michael Jackson, so they did a Michael Jackson tribute show. And you know, in the beginning of the show, they like pulled a bunch of people on stage to like do like their best Michael Jackson like impression. You know what I mean? I hit a little spin, hit a little moonwalk for him real quick. That was it. Wasn't nothing crazy.
The people see.
Little moonwalk, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was all in good fun. You know what I mean?
And
No demonstration.
And yet,
Wait, what'd you say?
No demonstration.
No, I gave it to him.
No, I'm talking about right now.
They got it in live. They got it live.
He said for the show, this content.
Oh yeah, that was for my daughter. That was for the fam. That was for the Dominican Republic. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Not for the squad.
We don't know what it sound like. Yeah, you know I mean, it's a whole different energy.
That's
on
what
here.
it sounds like.
We real critical. I don't know if y'all know. We real critical over here. These albums, they gotta give us their money's worth. How much we spent for these albums? Anyway, we gotta get our money's worth for these albums. You know what I mean? The time. So I see how critical y'all be on the album. So I ain't about to bust no moonwalks on the webcams. Come on.
I mean, our last album reviews, we had some solid scores. I believe that our lowest rated album was the Daniel Caesar John. Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't the Miley Cyrus John.
Oh yeah, Miley Cyrus. But I'm talking about the ones we did last week. Well, 2 weeks ago.
Bucket list item. White Hennessy is a bucket list item for me, so I'm very excited to try it.
We're about to crack that joint open for the show for y'all right now.
Shout out to the White Hennessy. I need me a glass.
Oh, great.
I've never had it. I've always wanted to.
I'm jealous right now.
My vacation. You feel me? I went to Lake Charles. I went to New Orleans. You know what I mean? The home of jazz.
Shout out to the NL.
I went to Vegas as well. So yeah, man, I had a lit time. I had a lit location, if you will.
That's what's up.
Sure, well.
Shout out that location. Me, a nigga just been at work, so you know what I mean. That's it. I did go to a Masego concert about 2 weeks ago. That joint was lit. You know what I mean?
So when the next vacation in Hollywood? Like where you gonna slide to?
My next vacation, I'm probably not until July. You know what I mean? I'm going out for BlurCon, then DreamCon. So DC, then Texas. You know what I mean? So that's definitely. But I did hit up that Masego concert. It was lit.
That was lit.
You know what I mean? I'm even more of a fan now. You know what I mean?
I love his music, but I heard he be flirting with the girls in the crowd.
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh yeah, and we going to Vegas. Shout out to EdenCon, Vegas in June. But yeah, Masego concert was dope.
Was that Lala in the comments? But she not going to pop up on the show.
Yeah, Lala in the comments, but not on the show. Shout out to her.
I will stand in our truth because I am ready to give all of the criticism that she is not here to deliver.
I bet.
This week was some ass.
Man.
We can just get into
it. Was some mid.
It was worse than the mid. It was
some mid pack.
It wasn't. It was K2. It was whatever. It was,
K2 is crazy.
It was spice. It was fucking.
It was potpourri.
Oregano in a bag. This
oregano. They was out here. That was catnip.
Oregano.
And still call it music. Like, how dare you a little bit? But I mean, we'll get there.
We're gonna get to current events.
Get there. We're gonna see what these scores, these ratings look like. You know what I mean? But let's get into some of these currents. You know what I mean? First, John, I want to talk about. Listen, what it sound like podcast. We give respect to the young goats of the game. You know what I mean? Young goats. And this is one of the youngest goats of the new generation. You know what I mean? She's blowing up out of nowhere.
Ooh,
like, she's the princess of rap. You know what I mean? You gotta give her props.
Stop it.
Young Ice Billboard cover. You know what I mean? You see the Ice Age.
She's enjoying a very successful rollout. And good for her for getting the bag. to
Yeah.
get the
Under
proper
40.
exposure. A ticket to the Met Gala,
Mhm.
cover of Billboard. These are not necessarily small feats for any artist trying to establish themselves, let alone this one.
But shout out
So
to Ice Spice.
shout out to her
Ice
PR
Spice.
team, the hardest working team in show business.
Who are
Right.
PR team? That's like
Whoever they are.
with Drake people.
Listen, and I also just learned today that she Ice Spice owns all her masters, everything. She got 100% creative control of her music with her label and all that. So she's
That's the rapper.
Okay.
Does she have some? Okay.
100%. It's all hers.
Oh, she got an ice cream in her hand.
Definitely.
Why is it cherry green?
Green cherries, you know what I mean? Shout
For
out
money?
to Green cherries. Money green.
Okay.
Why not?
Speaking of another
That's a weird observation, my guy.
we go back to the ladies.
Looking at this joint this whole time. Like you ain't see
talk
that.
about, excuse me. The woman version of Drake that we once called her on the show, the female
What?
Drake.
Where? No, why?
You know what I mean?
She got a Drake PR team. Look at the ice cream.
Doja Cat.
In
She
the
changing her name. Her name is no longer Doja Cat. It is now
my God, bro.
MC Flap Chunks the Third.
This is not an official announcement.
So
Not
Doja
the
Cat
third.
shit posting, and like she still has a white mom. She's still like an edgelord from Reddit. Like she's gonna
shout out to the edgelords.
when she can, like that the last tweet where she was like, yeah, the Planet Her and the other two out, that other album was just money grabs and y'all fell for it, ha ha, enjoy the mediocre pop. Like that's that shit where like you feel like you want to go in a new direction, so she has this like impulse to insult her former audience that basically gave her the space to be where she can feel comfortable to change up her sound and whatever now. So it's kind of corny, but that's the edgelord shit. She can't shake it. She was in racial chat rooms showing feet. Like she
was.
She's got.
I like that one song she did.
Shout out to Nori. But
are
we ready for MC Flap Chunks the Third? She said that her next album is full rap. She's rapping, no pop.
Yes. No, yes, I'm definitely ready for that. She can rap, like it's not like she can't. It's fun. She's good at it. She's certainly no worse than these other trash ass artists.
Luh Tyler, are you kidding me?
I'm literally speaking about the sort of artist that I had to listen to today.
All right, we go.
I don't know, bro. I think I look at her as a pop artist. You feel me? She's very gimmicky. You feel me? So it's like to see her to do a real hip hop.
Oh, Doja Cat will never be irrelevant. I mean,
fine.
She said, "Say you trying to stay relevant without saying you trying to stay relevant."
I mean, maybe she was narrowly channeled into like a sound that didn't really fit her. Maybe she wanted to try doing a little rap, and they were like, "We don't really see you for that. You're, skinny and light skinned. Let's try to give you a pop avenue." And maybe, I'm not surprised that she wants to switch it up. She's barely like an artist. She makes music, but she's not like a cultivated artist. She's just like an internet person. So maybe this week she wants to do rap, and next week she wants to be a country star. Who gives
give her performance? She is an outstanding performer.
Yeah, she can have fun up there because it's all about theatrics and aesthetics and visuals and moods and vibes. And this isn't like a cultivated practice. This is just whatever she feels doing in the moment, because that is the virtue of the internet star. It's how Lil Yachty went from whatever the fuck that was to whatever the fuck this is.
Shout out to Yachty. That new album was fire.
Sure, switch it up. Whatever.
All right, so next, let's get on. We got some sadder news, though. Shout out to BMT.
Shout out to BMT, man.
But for those that love MTV, you grew up on MTV. But MTV News.
Why am I in purple?
Down. After 36 whole years, no more MTV News. So
no, that is sad. that was a real fucking for like Gen X and some Gen Z. That was like a real news source. People from middle America who never hear shit. If you get cable, you would hear shit going on. MTV News launched the like video journalism careers of tons of people. Like Kurt Loder.
Ain't that where Lala started?
Listen, shout out the comment with the purple background. But yeah, Lala was on the MTV TRL.
A lot of that shit. Real news I heard breaking on MTV. I heard Aaliyah died on MTV News. I heard like that was the first place that I was watching, and they were like, "Yo, everybody, shut up! Listen, what happened." That was, and they had like those. They had a really good news show for a little while. This is sad. I mean, this is like a weird trend of like a lot of news sites and programs shutting down lately, but this is a sad one for me.
But MTV News is down, but you'll still have what it sounds like current events. So make sure you tune in and you just come through here.
Another one bites the dust.
This isn't even a shitty one. Like we could have lost a shitty one.
Another one. Speaking of, no, I ain't gonna say that. But next up, we just gonna quick hit these. My boy Young Thug, being transported to the hospital. Attorney says, he's being evaluated, has no idea what his condition is currently. So, free Thugger, pray for him behind the walls. You don't know what's going on out there. Free Slime. That's all.
Ain't he snitching?
How about we pray for his health?
Pray for his health, most definitely.
Yeah.
But it's still Free Slime.
Free Thug.
Why free him?
You can't be a thug if you snitching, cuz.
His Thugger ain't snitch.
It just seems like it's like a whole clown show over there.
That might have been Gunna, but I don't think it was Thugger.
About the lawyer getting arrested, and then he like tried to throw his phone to somebody else, and he missed it, and he hit the cop, and so that he got charged with like assaulting an officer.
Jeez.
It's a fucking clown show. It's like Veep or something. It's very bad.
Yeah, he was complaining about the prison food. You know what I mean? That prison slop is disgusting. You know what I mean? That's not fit for people to be eating.
Bro, it literally just happened. I have no idea how it happened.
He did that shit on purpose, y'all.
Bro, I don't know how it happened. Let's see what happened.
Damn, Thugger. But all right, speaking of other court cases, Daystar Peterson will not get a new trial.
Daystar Peterson.
Of course not. Of course not.
He told the judge, he pleaded the judge, said, listen, don't ruin my life. I could be your son. I could be your brother. And the judge still said, no.
Shut your ass up.
The judge was like, nah, you still going to jail, my guy.
Absolutely.
Hey, you remember that dude that was singing in the courtroom?
That I'm sorry, boy. He should have bust out one of them joints. That might have, But yeah, Daystar Peterson not getting out no time soon. So, write some rhymes, bucko. You'll be all right.
I'm sorry.
And
I like that play on words. You said thug it out. That's hilarious.
And then, tours, big, Kendrick Lamar, the GOAT himself, the Big Steppers tour, by the numbers, highest grossing tour ever for a rapper, 110 mil. Over 900,000 tickets sold, 73 shows. So, just shout out to Kendrick.
Shout out to Kelly.
Shout out to Kendrick. Big Steppers tour. I wish I would have been able to see him perform. But
hey, them tickets hitting, boy.
I know them tickets probably was.
Yeah.
Speaking of another tour, I got some visuals from, the Queen herself. Let me show y'all. No sound, but I got you the visuals because I ain't trying to get You know what I mean?
Beyonce.
Naja?
Beyonce. We got some visuals from the Renaissance tour.
That's right, brother.
You know, the queen herself.
It kicked off in
got it.
Renaissance tour.
I mean, shout out Naja.
Beyonce.
Yes, the Renaissance tour has started. You know what I mean?
I've been seeing the pictures up and down the timeline.
Some highlights.
The girls are out in Sweden. The Swedes are like, they immediately recognize the Black American girls. They're like, oh, you going to that concert, huh? You here for that show. Beyonce. That's the only one they know. They know Beyonce because, yeah.
Beyonce, the Renaissance
tour.
Right.
Shout out to the Yance.
Beyonce.
Our last part of the current events. You know, we got some white boy entity crime going on.
Oh,
you know
what I mean?
And I just want to show you. Now, Jack Harlow released his album Jack Man last week, where he said he's the hardest white boy since Eminem. You know what I mean? So
why do they keep trying to do that, bro?
Use Mac Miller.
Leave Eminem out the mouth.
No, but that's like paying homage though.
Yeah,
not really, bro, because he shouldn't even be in the same conversation.
He's saying since Eminem, like that mean like
saying you don't deserve to give yourself that pat on the back.
Eminem ain't been nobody harder, like that makes
sense.
That's
because Eminem went out of his way to be the weirdest, worst person possible. So like you don't want to be harder than Eminem, but like a better rapper than Eminem.
What?
That's just arguable. I mean, not Jack Harlow. He's not a better rapper than I am, but fucking like Mac Miller or somebody.
I don't think Jack Harlow isn't as good as a rapper as you are personally.
Correct. That's
hilarious. That's hilarious. That's the best. That's the best jab I've heard on this podcast.
I don't care what anybody says. But Mac Miller's a very good white rapper, was a very good white rapper, and he's not harder than goddamn De La Soul. Like he's just sad and junky.
No, Mac Miller had bars.
He's a better rapper than Jack Harlow. Like
easily.
Like far and away.
He said harder.
Oh,
well, who wants to be harder than Eminem? Jack Harlow is, of course, not harder than Eminem.
He said since Eminem.
Yeah, he's saying since Eminem, he's the hardest.
Eminem.
But because he said that.
But no one is harder since Eminem.
He didn't say that. He didn't say Eminem. He said ever since Eminem ain't been nobody.
And I don't agree.
Hard.
So since he said that, this is what happened.
So fucking sick, I can piss mucus. I'm the shit when I sit, stand, talk, walk, rap, sing, my mouth sewage. Holy shit, someone chew this. The truth is my closest tried to cross me like Judas, but can't cross me like I'm Jewish. That crosshair's a little shaky, they missed me by 2 inches. I'm cross-legged in my sanctuary like a Buddhist. I'm cross-eyed from this weed I'm smoking that's colored bluish. This gun is my son, I'm the father of Draco like Lucius. Ugh, make sure there's no confusions. I'm a great white, I can eat these barracudas. See who I am? You're stupid, it's nice to meet you. I just put this hole in the ground for you like a soccer cleat shoe. I see why they call you Jack Man. You Jack Man's whole swag, give Drake his flow back, man. I eat rappers like Pac-Man. Must I regurgitate and show you who's in my stomach from the last dance? I battle rap, no Instagrams or yelling at the cam. Damn, y'all may be the villain when all along I've been Batman.
But hey, MGK.
No, dude, please don't act like that man wasn't just spitting bars. I don't care how much you dislike him. It was hot fire.
I was unmoved.
It's better than anything Jack Harlow did. I'll tell you that.
It sounds like 6 period creative writing raps to me.
That's crazy.
No, all right, that's not entirely
crazy.
But 6 period creative writing raps are kind of better than Jack Harlow. You know what I mean?
So
to say that this is better than Jack Harlow is a very low bar.
What's up, Lala?
Oh,
but he said the I'm the father of Draco like Lucius.
Facts. That was
Is that not a bar? Is that not a bar?
This white man could leave.
Yo.
Please.
He said put a hole in the ground like a soccer cleat shoe. Like, come on, bro. What we talking about? Jack ain't got nothing for that.
This is this is I don't know, lunch assembly motivational speaker raps like boo, boo, tomato, tomato, tomato.
That's crazy.
I don't have it. I'm sorry.
Listen, NF and Tom McDonald both ass, but you know what I mean. And BMT, man, we gotta talk, bro. You know what I mean? I gotta holler at you, my guy. You know what I mean? We gotta have a conversation, man.
Kelly will dog walk easily.
But all right, that's current events, man. Jack Harlow versus MGK. Maybe Jack throw some bars back at him. You know what I mean? And we'll see if MGK dust off the rhyme book for him. You know what I mean? Or maybe this might spark a whole white rapper genocide where they all just go at each other to prove who's Eminem's son. You know what I mean? Because we know Eminem is the father, but they'll fight to prove who's his
Another
son.
white rapper.
Action Bronson.
Logic.
He'll get in the fight.
Logic and he mixed.
If Action Bronson get in the fight, he
mixed with white.
Black.
Listen, J. Cole and Drake mixed with I mean,
so hilarious.
But at least they look like Negroes in some fashion. Logic looks like Squints Palladorus from Sandlot. Logic don't look like no kind of
Squints.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He was on Sway in the Morning, and he was just saying the N-word just easily, like it was just cool like that. And I was just like, it's not cool, bro. It don't roll off the tongue for you, bro. Like
Logic can't say the N-word.
Like that paper bag test is
he can't say the N-word even though his dad black.
That's what he say in his raps all the time. But my daddy was a Negro. Like, that's it's not a bar.
His daddy was a Negro. You heard?
Was Logic an Octoroon?
Oh no, he ain't no. He's not. Never mind.
But let's get into these album reviews. We gonna get into the first joint. Yeah, we gonna get this one out the way. Yeah, out the way.
Oh no.
Yeah, pictures now.
We got my vision
up here. This shit. Hey, Luh Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, Luh Tyler, My Vision. You know what I mean?
More like Lil Timmy.
I have never
my boy Lil Timmy. You know what I'm saying?
Album came out March 31st, 12 songs. I never listened to Luh Tyler before this, so this was my first time, listening to Luh Tyler. And this is my honest review of this album. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Go for it.
I didn't like it at all. Like, the first song, as soon as it came on, my face immediately was like, this is gonna be a long 30-something minutes. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't. I see where he was going. I seen his vision. You know what I mean? It might be a little blurry. The vision might be blurry. But I see it. You know what I mean? My biggest criticism is the delivery is off. Like, if he fixes
I thought you were gonna say awful, and I was gonna be like, yes, it's awful.
Off and awful. Like, it's just like, for me, it just sounded like somebody that said, you know what? Let me hop in the booth real quick. Like, it was just a nigga that was like, I could rap. Like, I could do that shit. Give me some beats.
Like, he tripped over a booth on the street and just fell into it. Like, he had no idea he was doing this today. And they're just like, do anything. And he was like, okay. It wasn't. And I like to give the youngins some, I did like the joint with no cap, the joint Weeks. That joint was okay. You know what I mean? And the intro was, the beats was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, these youngins, he know how to pick some beats. But rapping over them and actually making quality music to them, he has not mastered that yet. So, you know what I mean? For me, it just was like I said, it was my first experience listening to him. You know what I mean? And if I was going to recommend music to people from him, I probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? I'm not going to recommend you listen to this album. I'm just going to be honest. So what's your rating?
My rating?
Give it. What's your numbers in mind?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I gave it a 4.
That is generous.
I gave him a 4 because of the production. The
Generous.
production was solid enough to carry me for 30 minutes to be like, all right, I can stomach this because the beats is fire. But like I said, overall lyrics, delivery, and like it just wasn't there. Like, I mean, a lot of the songs just lack the delivery to make them stick. I mean, it just wasn't there for me. But that's my rating of 4.
Okay. Do
Who next?
Do you want to go? I mean,
Go ahead, family. Because it looked like your girl got a lot to say.
Mine's fast. No, mine's
Go
easy.
ahead.
Mine's easy squeezy. This is probably going to hit a 0.0. It was real
You going
bad.
0 something?
It was as bad as a thing could be, and you still get to legally record it on wax.
Yeah.
It was horrible bad. Absolutely no redeeming qualities. 0. Goose egg. Zilch zip nada. This was the worst week of music we've ever had on the show. And he's ready to record it. Easy. Fast. Now.
All right, comment.
A 0.
What about you, my guy?
Nothing.
What you say, comment?
I said, what about your vote?
Yeah, what's
What you
yours?
say? I want your comment. Got the same.
No, he wants to.
Y'all together.
Yo, this is the first 0 we ever
How
got.
we do, nigga.
This is the first 0 we ever got on this.
Like this.
Guess
Right.
what? Spoiler alert, it won't be the last. This was a real bad week. So,
Okay. So again, so kind of I'll tap into I think it must be trash.
Listen, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically saying you give a lot of people more credit than they deserve.
I do, and I really
That's
do.
what it sound like.
I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but this, nah.
this is the benefit of the doubt. The doubt benefit too.
Come man, how you feel?
So just like what Hollywood said, I was listening to it while we started the podcast because that was the only one I didn't listen to. The beats were there. I'll give it that. Beats were there. Production had some quality. But the chorus and the raps, it was tear dropping and not in the like I'm impressed way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a hard listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that bro can have potential if he teamed up with the right people, but this right here was just not hitting whatsoever. Like this is one of those records or like albums that the people be at the little corner store like, hey bro, give my shit a listen. Yeah, so no, I'm not gonna be as modest as a 4 because I definitely had 0 replay value. I give it a 3.4.
You literally never come back to this. You will recommend people stay away from
y'all ready, yo?
It
All right,
0.
so you know what I mean? I hopped on a little Tyler joint. I thought the
Comment
album was
said
cool.
3.4.
You know what I'm saying? He said 3.4. Yeah.
Now listen to this.
I thought the album was cool. Like I like how it opened. You know what I'm saying? I like the joint with Baby Tron. Like the joint. I like the little Uzi. I didn't even know Uzi was gonna be on that song, and I was feeling it. I'm like, yeah, this joint hot. Then I was like, oh shit, this Uzi. Oh shit, hey, right? That shit was fire, right? Comment though, that joint was tough. All right, no,
brother.
The joint with No Cap was tough.
If you wasn't my man's right now,
what?
I think he was a clown right now.
Damn, all right, my bad. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to little Tyler boy, young boy, just turned 17, doing this with the rap thing. I see the potential. Let's go.
What we getting?
So what you giving?
I'm gonna give him a 6.5. What?
Coming through with the 6.5. I'm gonna keep it a beat. I did like the joint with Uzi, and I like the I did fuck with the Jada Waiter joint. That joint was alright.
And the Jada Waiter joint was tough.
Yeah, I mean, but overall,
Dudes.
Man,
my thing is, I know he only 17, so he just gotta
go to trade school. He needs to.
He gotta work on that delivery. The delivery is holding him back.
Everybody loves to see a plumber come around. He could find a vocation. This ain't it. CDL licenses.
We need more truck drivers. We need more veterinarians.
Something. This music.
All right, so what it sound like, really? My Vision gets a 3.5. I mean, the lowest
3D
rating,
glasses of trash.
the lowest rating we've got. Like, first it was Daniel Caesar. He had the 4.7 last week. You know what I mean?
Is that the lowest? And he can sing.
My Vision got 3.5. Yeah, last album review episode was rough. It was rough.
I don't think I was here for that.
I don't even see how you like Jada Waiter one because you can't even hear what bro is saying, bro. Like, like you can't even. What is it?
That was catchy a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I fucked with it. Shout out to Luh Tyler.
All right, let's go to the next one, man. Luh Tyler, 3.5.
Don't love it. Very bad.
Next is Est Gee with Mad. You know what I mean?
I'll start it off. I think it was. I don't think this one was that bad. Actually,
started off.
Yeah, actually, there's a few songs on there that was decent. The beats was consistent. It wasn't terrible bars. You know what I'm saying? I think it was terrible. It wasn't like one of those
like my kind of compliment.
The bar is low.
It wasn't like a mic drop moment. It's no like repeatable bars, but it was consistent. It definitely wasn't, but it was consistent, bro. I like consistency. So at least the album was consistent. So I would never disrespect this album and say like it was a 3. I'm gonna give it a solid 5, bro. It was a solid 5.
Comment with a solid 5.
I think I agree. You want me to just pick? I think I could just piggyback off of a comment. Yeah, that joint was all right. You know what I mean? A lot of the songs started running into each other, sounding the same. You know what I mean? Not a lot of quotables for me. Not as much as like Luh Tyler and shit, but I'm gonna definitely give it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it the 5.
Got 5 on it.
Bob, I'm pretty sure Mallory's rating is lower than that. So a little
bit. It was bad. Oh, it was so bad.
Take away the M and put a B.
It was so bad. It was like he was insulted that I chose to listen to it. So he was like, I'm gonna make it as bad as I can. I hated everything about it.
Not even the beats
started. I wanted it to be over, and then I wanted to go back in time and make it so it hadn't happened at all. So I'm gonna have to give it a little better than the worst thing I heard today, which was the last thing.
Luh Tyler?
Say maybe this is like a 0.1.
0.1. You hear that, Hollywood?
Still a 0.
Might as well be a 0.
But
right?
the last one was a 0. I can maybe 0.5. I will not. It will not accrue a full point from me because it could be without. I don't know, just him screaming my name and fuck you for like 3 minutes.
All right. So Mallory with the 0.5. You know what I mean? That's so
horrendous.
At least the 5 is consistent.
Yeah, at least the 5 is consistent. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I am a fan of Est Gee. You know what I mean? And the title of this album is exactly what I was. Mad.
Because how bad, how bad he did at his job.
It's like one thing I look for in artists is progression of your craft. Like I mean, I just feel like ESTG is he got his lane, and I'm good with it. I feel like he is. If I could compare him to anybody, he's like this new generation's Pusha T. Like he know what his lane is. He know what his lane is, and he's just gonna stick to it. That's what I'm good at. That's what I can rap about. So that's what I'm gonna rap about. You know what I mean? But at least with Pusha, you see somewhat elevation within whether it's the bars, the production. You know what I mean? The delivery, some type of creativity is added to what already, you know, to the formula. With this, you know, I believe this is. Let me see what album of this is his. Because
we don't feel like delivery always been the same.
I got so many.
Oh yeah, his delivery doesn't change. You know what I mean? But this is his. Let me see albums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so
who albums we counting?
Who are you counting?
ESTG.
ESTG what?
8 albums?
Yeah.
Not like mixtapes, but they're on Apple Music. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, we're gonna say
Apple Music. He thinks he's created 9 albums worth of material worth releasing to the public.
It's probably mixtapes. It's probably not albums.
It doesn't matter. He's on every
all right, hold on. The album,
every song in the mixtape,
and he thinks he's got 9 albums, mixtapes, whatever.
4 albums. 4 albums.
He has 9 albums worth of anything to say to anybody. He's very bad at his fucking job, and he keeps doing his job anyway. How can you not get fired?
Don't you like ESTG? He make you
because he got a fan base. He make me want to cook crack and go kill my ops.
He makes me want to pick up whatever device is making the sound that his music is coming from and snap it in half.
But when I listen to him, I want to go load up the Draco and go spin on my ops when I listen to him. That's how I feel.
Is he one of your ops? Because that would make sense to me. Like he would become one of my ops after.
Listen, if he make another album as bad as this one, he will be one of my ops. I'll tell you that. But like I was saying,
he and I have a blood feud from the first note. I was just like, oh, well, it's beef forever. If I see
all right, so he got 9 projects in total, 4 albums, the rest of mixtapes. I just feel like it's the 4th album in, and it sounds just like the first one. Like, I mean, so there's no progression there. The production is solid as always. He can rap. He has bars to me. You know what I mean? It's just
I didn't take away from it. It's just the fact that it was nothing quotable.
Right. It's nothing that sticks to me. That's like, for me, he's in the same category like Lil Baby. I love Lil Baby. He just, nothing he says sticks with me. Like, I mean, he makes good songs, hella good songs, but nothing you say, I can just go and like, you tell me Lil Wayne, I can give you 20 bars off the top of my head.
The thing is, yo, ESTG usually got quotables though. He do.
But usually with this one, it was no quotables. I mean, it was none. So
I'm
gonna stay consistent.
He said before.
This John got a 5.
All right. I think, is that the first time we all agree? Well, I can't say all, but is that the first time the 3 of us have all agreed on the album?
I think we had some more.
We agree a lot more, bro. You're not giving us enough credit right now.
Nah, bro. We'll say like on the same range, maybe a 6.5, 6.2, 6.7, something like that. Never the same rate.
But the same rating, this John gets a 3.8.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So
he at least get a 4.
Garbage.
This is a would not recommend album. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you ESTG fan, you're disappointed just like I was. Next, John.
A terrible, horrible, no good, very bad album review.
The next review is DJ Drama with I'm Really Like That. You know what I mean?
Not.
Shout out to drama. Shout out, Philly in the building.
Philly
in the building, But came out March 31st, 14 songs. Yeah, I mean, it starts off with a banger, the legendary John Tyler, the creator. Listen, Tyler has, for me, since like Flower Boy, he's been like one of the just consistently best rappers in the industry. You know what I mean? And he just showed it once again on this intro. You know what I mean? Went off, fire. The next
the intro beat was clean, but even then the bars was still not hitting. Like the beat
I beg to differ, my brother.
Comment. Let Hollywood get his little.
Tyler was going in. I mean, he was going in. But next John Home with A Boogie and Lil Baby. I like A Boogie and Lil Baby on the same track. You know what I mean, I could do more A Boogie and Lil Baby Jones. So that John was fire. I like the next John with Jeezy, Nipsey, and Blast. That John was another fire John. Raised different. I like the Nipsey verse. Didn't hear it, never heard that one. So I mean, it was good to hear a fresh Nipsey Hussle verse. R.I.P. You know what I mean? Then the other John with Gucci, Roddy, and Wayne. That John was okay. It was all right. I mean, I feel like a Wayne verse was wasted on that song. So I mean, I didn't really like that John. Then the three game with Uzi and 42 Doug, nice John too. I mean, can't hate on Uzi. 350 Rick Ross, West Side Gun. That John was cool. I like Been a While with Mozzie and Herbo. I mean, No Weakness, Simba, Wiz, and T.I. That Jones fire.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
I like the Forever John with Fad, Benny, Jim Jones, and them. That Jones fire. Also, the We Made It John. You know what I mean? Side High, Russell, and them. That Jones was, overall, this was a solid project. You know what I mean? It got some replay value to me. Production was there. You know what I mean? If you could get past, sometimes drama's annoying talking, you know what I mean? And just listen to the songs, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? So it got like I said, it got replay value. It wasn't a project that felt like it was all over the place like the last two. I mean, it felt like it was a cohesive collection of music. So I'm gonna give it a 6.8.
That's high. Okay. Can I go?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is like, it felt like this is a DJ Khaled, we the best, but we the worst. Because it's like, the reason why I say that though is because you would think about all the lineups, it would have been fire. And what it reminded me of, even when I was listening to the beginning of the album, it was like reminding me of early 2000s when you get Wayne and all these different artists on the same song. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it was big collaboration. So I was actually like, oh, okay, this is kind of like old school 2000 feel. But it just seemed like nobody brought their A game. No, that's the problem. You feel me? Like the beats it led me to be excited. You know what I mean? Even like you said, the intro beat was clean. You know what I'm saying? But then when it got into the meat and the potatoes and all that, it flopped. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't cool. The bar, DJ Drama's bars, me personally, I've never been impressed. But the collaboration,
Drama don't rap. He just talk.
Well, whatever you call what he do is not impressive. But I will say again, like you said, LaRussell did cool. I think T.I. did cool. There's a couple of people who tried to show up, and I give them credit for it. But as a collaborative effort, I'm definitely not listening to it again. I mean, I would love it to be one of those things that you just listen to as an instrumental. Because like I said, the as a project, the production was solid. Like as far as the beats, the collaborations, as far as the rapping, nah, I can't do it. So I'm gonna get this one definitely better than East, but not too much. I'm gonna have to give it a 5.7. Give it a 5.7. I still feel like that's a little generous, bro. Give it a 5.5. Let me give it a 5.5. I wanted to give it more because of the collaborations, but I was so not impressed. I got to keep it a B. Let's go 5.5.
All right. I'm not Zell, but 5.5.
All right, I gave this John a 6.5. You know what I mean, I thought it was better than DJ Khaled albums. Honestly,
Oh shit!
it was a little bit more like what's the word? Cohesive, I guess would be a word. It was a little more, it made sense altogether. The songs all felt kind of like lacking something. Like the artist.
Quick question: you thought this album was better than DJ Khaled's last album?
Most likely, yeah. The last one that's the joint with
that's crazy.
God did that joint. yeah. I'll say that this album was probably better than that. I think it had better songs, like quantity wise. You know what I mean, I think it had more better. But that being said, like what I was about to say, felt like all these songs kind of like was missing something. Felt like the artists weren't really going their hardest on these songs. I don't want to say it felt like throwaway verses, but
a lot of them did. A lot of them felt like that.
It kind of felt like throwaway verses. So I'm giving it a 6.5. DJ Drama's talking didn't really bother me as much as I thought it would. But
6.5.
It's not like that contributes anything other than not taking away scores from it.
Right.
So yeah, it was cool. It was good. I'll probably listen to it again to make sure I ain't missed nothing. But yeah, not the best thing I've heard this year.
I feel like I heard way too much Future on all these albums because he was on. I think he was on here and he was on the other album we about to look at.
Well, you know, it's Metro Boomin, so you always gonna hear Future. You know what I mean? But all right, Mallory, how'd you feel?
Not a fan. Didn't really take away anything from this. I will say it maybe wasn't the worst thing I've heard all day because I had to listen to those other two albums. But it was not anything I'd return to. I would recommend to anyone. Nothing to write home about. I guess I'd give it like a 3 or 4 for showing up. But that's it. You know, it's like the 200 points you get for writing your name on the SATs. Like it whatever, you know, you're here. And I guess that's better than not coming at all. But is it, you know? It wasn't as irredeemable as the other ones were, but I took nothing from it. I didn't hear anything. I was like, oh, okay. Absolutely nothing I want to revisit.
At least it got higher than a 0.
Right. It's not a 0. It's not like I want you to know how bad it is. It's like, you did your best, and I guess this was it. So 3. It's like a participation.
That's exactly what I was hearing.
Yeah, no.
So Mallory gives it a good old 3.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? And on the scale, what would it sound like still? It receives a 5.4.
Yeah,
that's solid.
It broke the halfway mark.
It's an okay album. You can listen to it. It won't. Yeah. It won't disappoint you, but it won't excite you either.
It won't hurt you.
You know, if you're in the air perform, you can listen.
You know how you go to the doctors and you got to do that little needle in your finger? It's one of those.
You know what I'm saying? It just takes your temperature. It gives you nothing. It's
right. You ain't got to do a full shot, but it's gonna hurt a little
exactly
bit.
The same after it's over.
It's just a little prick on the finger.
Right, a little prick.
But let's get to the next show.
Lucky for them.
I mean, it's good to have the gang back, man. I missed y'all. Mm-hmm. But Metro Boomin, Heroes and Villains. You know what I mean? Now, when this album came out last year in December, you know, we were supposed to have a whole episode.
I thought we did review it.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we did too.
I thought we came up on the episode.
We didn't review it. We
Didn't?
just
It definitely got pulled up. We
It
talked.
was me and Cam.
Why would we have the album art up if it wasn't reviewed?
I mean,
All right,
but
never
yeah,
mind.
we didn't talk about it. You know what I mean? But you know, I'll just start it off.
All right.
Metro Boomin, I said numerous times on the show, my favorite producer, period. You know what I mean? He's God tier to me when it comes to producing. You know what I mean? The album, fire from start to finish. The joint, like, bro, it start off. Listen, superhero, the heroes and villains joint with Chris Brown and Future. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really not even a big Chris Brown fan these days because, like, everything just sounds like rinse repeat for Chris Brown. But on this joint, he did his thing. He sounded good on this one. I liked it. You know what I mean? The joint Too Many Nights with Future and Don Toliver were fire. Like, I just like this whole album. The production was there. The theme was you got the sense of direction of where the album was going. Heroes and villains. You know what I mean? You heard the tone of some of the songs, what the content was about. You know what I mean? It was fire. I liked it. I liked the features. Like I said, Future's on here, Travis Scott. You got Don Toliver, Thugs on here. The Weeknd. I love Creeping with The Weeknd and 21 Savage. You know what I mean? The ASAP Rocky and Takeoff joint, fire. Like, for me, this album was crazy. I loved it. I gave it a 7. 7.5.
Isn't perception crazy? That's crazy.
I guess I'll go. I'll give it. I'm giving this album 6.8. It was pretty. It was pretty good. Great production. A little too much Travis Scott for my taste, but it was.
There was a lot of Travis on here.
It was all right though. Like it was. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on that. I see what he was going for. He seemed like he hit the mark. If you fuck with like that sound, like that Travis Scott, Young Thug, if you like Future, if you like that sound, this album's right up your lane. Like that's kind of where they all get their number one hits from. Like, you know what I mean? It's from this lane. So I definitely think that people would enjoy this album.
Replay value.
Yeah, it's definitely replay value. And if you I always just feel like producers are a little bit more like creative with like their art and their songs and stuff, like if they're putting stuff together. So, you know, that's like really pretty much their only job at that point. So
right.
I do like the album direction. I like the art for it. I think he did a good job on this album altogether. So shout out to Metro Boomin. Yeah.
Comment, I see you itching to get in.
I hate to do this, bro. I hate to do it. And I don't even think that Mallory is gonna agree with me. But I honestly feel like if it wasn't for Luh Tyler, this would be the worst album. This was absolutely
This is crazy.
What you mean? Keep it
So
this,
happy.
John.
I'm so happy right now.
No. I
So happy.
I hated this album, bro. But I already told you, bro. I told y'all this, bro. And I don't know why y'all keep doing this to me. I think y'all do it intentionally because I told y'all I don't like these artists. Y'all know I don't like Future. Y'all know I don't like what's his name? All pretty much. I definitely don't mess with what's his name? Travis. I don't mess with none of these artists. So the fact that they was all together.
Say more names that I hate. I hate them all.
Just light them all on fire. Just get them all out the fuck out of here. That's just how I feel personally. Metro Boomin is a great producer, you know what I'm saying? But as far as this, bro, like I said, if it wasn't for Luh Tyler, it would be the worst album because it was a hard listen, dude.
Wait, hold up. Luh Tyler wasn't the worst album here, was it?
Yes,
he was the worst album. Yes.
Yeah, it got rated.
You asked me
Luh Tyler got rated 3.5.
Est Gee and Luh Tyler, and I said Luh Tyler just barely edges him out as the worst. Est, very bad. very bad indeed. But Luh Tyler, even worse somehow.
Y'all gonna rue today, yo. Y'all gonna rue today.
I'm already ruining the day.
I ruined today because why did I have to hear that? I could have gone my whole life never having heard it, and I've been better.
This was terrible, dude. Like
y'all on the wrong side of
that shaking hands in the album should never happen. It should be pissed thrown because this was not it. That's how I feel. Like, I'm gonna give it a. It's bad, bro. 2.3.
Hey, I've broken down the door. You do not need to pretend that every album is worth 4+ anymore. It's okay. Some are shit. Some
2.3 is wild. This is
y'all should have known.
Sheesh, all right, Mallory. I'm prepared for the worst.
No. Because you know what? I am actually conscientiously abstaining. I didn't even bother to listen to it. So I'm not going to give it the 0 that I'm sure it would have earned because I didn't bother.
Joe. Remember the song with Joe? Keep it real,
I do not remember this. If maybe one song, then fine. It can get another 0.5 if you like. I don't know if. I think it's better for me not to vote and not to bring down all of your averages than for me to throw my 0.5.
But she liked that one song though.
I could pass maybe on one. I could tolerate one song. If you give me this as a project, hard pass. I'd rather lose that one song than have to listen to any of it ever again. So I would just as soon not vote. I don't remember.
My bad, Metro tried to. You know what I mean?
But if you want me to throw that,
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't see what y'all want.
But what it sound like scale? 5.5, which is so far the highest.
You want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy though?
Even though it's a lot better than the 5.5.
I started off this list listening to this album, so it just got worse and worse.
Isn't it crazy how much worse it got?
It got, and that's what's crazy is that this was the worst was the highlight, and I didn't like it at all.
That we've ever had.
If I was like really mean, I wouldn't even give it a 2.3. That's how bad I feel.
Like the production alone gives this album a 5.
Not even that. That shit was trash.
Alone.
Did you?
All right, what's the next album, yo?
This is crazy, man. Y'all breaking my heart tonight. But the next album, you know what I mean? The boys are back in town.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Boys are back in town.
You know what I mean? Sremm life.
This one either.
Sremm for life.
I tried to get her to listen to this, John, but she wasn't trying to listen to it.
You started with the first two first, and I literally my tank was empty. I didn't have nothing left for whatever was coming. I didn't like the one song that they got famous on. I don't expect
Black Beatles.
Correct. I'm sorry. This is being
tight.
You can start it off.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan.
I don't care about any.
I think that unlike every other album that we looked at, and I was saying besides DJ Drama, there are actually songs in here that will be good, like a good single. You know what I mean? Like the album was not great, but there were 1 or 2 songs that I was like, okay, I could be in the club and hear this and be like, okay, it's all right. It's a head bob. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I give it a 4 point.
What? It gotta be over a 6 now.
Nah, I said 1 to 2 songs is a head bob. I didn't say I was rocking to it. I said it's, you know how you hear a song, look at us, it's all right. You know, it's cool. You know, it ain't slapping. It ain't, hey, turn that up. You know what I mean? Let me get out my feet.
Can I just ask a question? One question. This is how I'm on a gauge. Did you like that sexy song?
Stop it.
They have a sexy song.
That was a terrible song.
It sounded like a workout song or something.
That's a terrible song, bro.
That song is a banger.
That song is a banger.
That song is a banger. You know what I mean? So you get with 4 point who? What? 4.2.
All right. I could gauge it. Yeah.
Where you at? He said a 4 point what?
4.4.
All right, so we got.
It wasn't at the half mark, but it was just missing it. It could have been a little better.
Zell Nobel, how you felt about this, John?
Did you listen to the album?
I like this album. This album, yeah. It was a lot of songs. I can't really think of the songs that I didn't really like on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find the one song I did like, the one I was telling you about. It was like Drip or something like that. It was
I'm rocking out with this album. I'm giving it like a 7.3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
7.3.
Really?
The 7.3.
Me, sexy. This don't impress me.
I'm a huge Rae Sremmurd fan. Like, I was upset for a minute that they wasn't making music together. I'm like, like, what's going on? Because like they first 3 projects, fire. I mean, I still feel like Sremm Life 2 is the best joint out of all of them.
My bad. Can I just say too? Jimmy shined on this joint too. It wasn't just like a Sway Lee show.
Yeah.
Jimmy was on this joint.
Since the last joint, Jimmy been on his, like, Sremm Life 2 is when Jimmy, like, Sway Lee is the bull, but 2 and 3, Jimmy stepped up, and then on this joint, like, you felt his presence all throughout the, like, I fell in love with this project first listen. I listened to it first day it came out. Because like I said, I'm a huge fan of the group, so I was waiting for this joint to drop. Listen to it front to back. Straight through, no skipped it. I loved it. The production is always going to be there. You know that. The John Royal Flush with Thug, fire. Mississippi Slide is fire. The Lean's Going Cold. That John is a banger. Sexy. They freaked that sample.
Real quick, the song that I was messing with, like I said, I thought it was called Drip, but it's called Diamonds Dancing. That's the only
hot too.
That's the only song I like.
But Lean's Going Cold,
put my joint at 7.6.
7.6, I got you. Like, Lean's Going Cold, they freaked the stand sample.
That show was tough.
They freaked that joint. That joint was crazy. Like, fire. Like, it was a fire project. Like I said, I still feel like Sremm Life 2 is their best joint, but this one was a solid effort.
The melody you were using, that sounds so shitty. Oh my god.
It was a solid effort, though. The creativity's still there. You still see they got that cohesion. They brothers, so it's that shit. It's like they right back that where they took off. Like, it's like they never left. Like, and I'm gonna go a little bit higher. I got this joint, at 7.7. Like,
nice.
Hey, what we doing?
This joint was impressive to me. I like this joint.
Amazing. I am amazed.
Good joint, yo. Shout out to ear drummers.
And Mallory ain't listening, but I'm pretty sure she would have gave it a 7. Pretty sure. But
an L7.
This joint got a 6.5 on the scale. Should be higher in my opinion. Should be at least like near almost an 8.
Yeah, I think it should at least clear 7. Sheesh.
Lucky my real score wasn't have been in here. Dragged your average down. What is the likelihood that I would have scored it anything above a 3?
I think you would have liked it.
I think you would have probably
been impressed.
You think this would have been the first time I heard of Rae Sremmurd and was like, yeah, this is the one.
This was going to be the one that got you. Like,
this sounds like the ear turner. This is
this was the one that was going to pull you in. Like,
tend to doubt it.
It's going to reel you in there.
Sexy.
Opening
with Young Thug does not bode well for me.
Listen, Sexy is a banger. Like, that song, you want to hear that joint on TikTok.
I'm trying to understand, like, is this like, I would think it's like a coast difference, right? But then she don't like it either. So I just don't know what y'all like, because I don't get it. I don't get it.
They're from down south, but I like down south niggas music. This shit is fire. Like, the Joneses, they know how to create bangers. Like, they are true artists. They make good music.
Like it. You don't like it?
Like, it's not one song on here where I was like, I don't like this joint. Like, I like, But yeah, 6.5, highest rated
Hey,
album.
real quick, y'all not even
saying
drinking
much,
the white
though.
Hennessy no more. Is it hitting? Was the white Hennessy hitting?
Oh, this is mine. I'm drinking mine in a commemorative shot glass that looks like a beer bottle bottom.
Okay. Is it hitting though? Would you rate the bottle? I think that'd be the best.
How y'all loving that white Hennessy? You gotta know.
The white Hennessy. You do get more of the grape for whatever that's worth to you.
And it's nice and crisp and clean.
It's
yeah, man.
like
It's not like heavy like regular Hennessy.
It's like when you let grape juice sit for too long.
Yeah.
Like way too long. Like you let that cup sit and you test it. You drink it to test it. You're like, no, not good. But this is like that because it's on purpose. So,
what's the rating?
You're not 7 years old with old ass grape juice.
What's your rating,
man?
What's your rating?
I'm giving this joint at least a 9.
I'd give pure white Hennessy. Just for the alcohol of the thing, really like a 5.6.
Yeah, you get drunk on this by mistake. It's that shit.
But I rate the novelty of it much higher. The novelty of it makes it like an 8.7.
Okay.
You can't get it in the States. It makes it fun and illicit. And if you endeavor to drink the whole thing, you will get torn up. So
I feel like this is just me brainstorming, but I feel like you and Zell should start your own podcast rating different type of wines and alcohols, because y'all always y'all experts at that. So I just feel like that'd be a real cool little thing. I'll tune in. I'll tell you that.
We could recommend things.
I don't drink all like that.
Or
bro.
not recommend things. Like, no, this is garbage. Stop buying this. That happens when like something gets real popular on, like remember when that fucking sangria got real popular? The one with the fruity bottle, it was like black and all the colorful fucking things, like Carpaccio. I don't remember how to say it, but I remember the bottle and it was everywhere and everybody bought it and it tasted so bad. We could warn people.
The Zell and Miles show coming soon. I mean, listen, we got days available. I mean, I could. Get that StreamYard login, boom,
Yeah, we'll let y'all know.
Right.
Let you know. Before we get out of here, you know what we do. We got album of the week, and we also got a Who Said That for you. Let me give you this album of the week. You know what I mean? And it is the great
Larry June.
The Great Escape. Larry June and The Alchemist. You know what I mean? So, make sure you check that out, man.
I appreciate that.
The Great Escape by Larry June and The Alchemist. Shout out to the West Coast.
I always forget that you like Larry June. Always forget that.
Larry June, that's my guy. You know what I mean? Listen, that's that music you pop in, you in the, you know what I mean?
All the time. That's honestly, that's the only way I can listen to his music, unless it's like I don't smoke, but my partner Juice smoking. He loves Larry June, so that's cool, like mellow, smoke something, drink something, drive to something. That's his type of music. You feel me?
Yep. And it's a great escape. You know what I mean? When you're listening to him, hence the title. You know what I mean? So album of the week is The Great Escape by Larry June and Alchemist. You know what I mean? So check that out. And then, I got a Who Said That for you. They said last week they ain't like the John, so
Who said that?
We got another one. So the bars, and I quote, are in and out of county jail. This is hell. See the young black males in packed cells with their heads down and their fins clipped tight, thinking I could bust a hole through this wall, and bitch, I just might. So who said that?
Give me a hint, because that sounds like two other artists I know.
Good hint.
My first guess, I have a guess, but not because I thought of a song. It just went stylistically. I would guess like DMX.
Not DMX, but
okay.
Give me a hint.
All right.
A hint?
Yeah.
All right, he's from the South. That shit.
Many jails.
Big Crit.
Ooh.
No, it's not Crizzle.
I feel like ooh should never come after Big Crit. Please don't do that again.
What? What? What he said?
I would.
Somebody from the South guy spit a bar like that.
Yo, in and out of county jail. This is hell. See the young black males in packed cells, with their heads down and their fists clenched tight.
Juvenile.
Move through this wall, and bitch, I just might. Who said that?
Big Boy.
Not Big Boy.
Ludacris. Juvenile. BG.
Give us one more hint. Give us
All
one
right,
more
he's from the South, but he has heavy New York influence.
Oh, that's a lot. Nigga T.I.? It don't sound like a T.I. bar, but T.I. is from the South and he does have a lot of New York influence.
Well, now I
know. Unless you talking about J. Cole. Now it is J. Cole. See, I don't feel like I heard it and I thought about Jay, but I'm like, Jay wouldn't. I don't sound like Jay.
Put me in jail. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
J. Cole, this is from the song Cage Bird. You know,
that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even sound like a J. Cole bar to me.
It's on the
not a
Dreamers. Dreamers.
See you young black males pack themselves. Cut.
I should have.
Has J. Cole ever been arrested?
I didn't think so. That's what threw me off because it was talking about who got locked up.
Who
from
would
the
you?
South.
What do you know about it?
Yeah, but the song is because it's called Cage Bird. I mean, he was talking about how being in a cell is like, you know, being a bird in a cage. Like, I mean, so that's why he said.
All right. That's not J. Cole's best, but it was good.
I mean, the song is actually fire. You know, you just gotta listen to it.
Yeah, it's a good song.
You know, Cage, but the song is J. Cole, Cage Bird, J. Cole and Omen.
All right, nobody got it this week.
I got it. I got my second guess.
That shit. Who said that for the week? You know what I mean, you know, it's been a good show. We had some not so good albums. You know, this might have been the worst rated lineup in what it sound like history. You know what I mean? But you know,
it was real bad.
We'll be back at you with some new albums. You know what I mean? I got some other albums that I want to check out. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, quick question. Has anybody seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
Not yet, but I'm going to go see it.
Okay, Mal. I don't know. I'm assuming if Mal's seen it, that means Zell has seen it. Correct. Okay. Do you guys want to hop on Tapping No Capping tomorrow for a review?
I got work tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what we doing tomorrow. Tapping No Capping at 8 p.m. PST, 11 p.m. EST. When we holler at us, you know what I'm saying? You know, we gonna be on the Blurred Cartel and Bulletproof Entertainment. You feel me? But yeah, check us out on What It Sound Like. You know what I'm saying? We get your best reviews and interviews next week. I appreciate y'all.
Definitely. Next week, you know, are we feeling like vocalist tournament?
Wait, you don't feel like doing it?
No, I'm asking the crowd. I'm asking the cast. Do we feel like vocalist tournament?
Would you pick her back up?
How close are we to finishing?
Vocalist tournament for sure.
Another big round.
We in round 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got to do another vocalist tournament.
You forgot. You know what I mean? Here go your matchups. Here's the round 2. Christina and Ella, Stevie and Brandy.
It's all easy.
Jennifer Hudson, Luther and Patty. You know what I mean? So
we know how that's
Luther and Patty is a crazy John. Then you got Minnie and Yolanda, Sade and Leslie Odom, Renee and Adina Menzel, Amber Riley versus Leon Bridges.
Ma.
No, let's go, Leon.
Ma.
Like that's this is my favorite part of the bracket right here. These matchups is because Renee Elise Goldsberry and Adina Menzel is going to be interesting.
Theater people versus theater people is fun. That's just a big easy.
It's going to be interesting.
Oh, they about to get Leslie the fuck out of here, yo.
Sade to the chip.
He's gonna be furious.
Sade versus Beyonce in the finals.
Stop it. Stop it.
I love it.
I thought she would already got past
Love the
Beyonce by then.
speculation.
But all right, yeah.
Then you got Whitney versus Diana. You know, prayers to Jamie Foxx versus Adele. Jasmine versus Celine, and Jill Scott versus Young Yebba. So
watch when Adele beat Jamie Foxx, you'll be like, oh, because she's a white lady. Watch some dumb shit.
Not because she sing better, but because she white.
Yeah, it's because she white. All right, we forgot.
And then, you know, Al Green versus Mike Jack, Beyonce versus Billie Holiday, Sia versus Kristen Chenoweth, and Mariah versus Sam Cooke.
I like that.
You like Mariah versus Sam Cooke?
Yeah, I like that.
Why do you like that?
Because their styles is so different, but they're masters at their own craft.
So Mariah about to get Sam out of here, right? That's what we're saying.
Is that what you're saying?
In my opinion, Mariah definitely should get Sam up out of here. In my opinion, for sure.
It should have been Mariah versus Michael and Al versus Sam. Because comparatively, a big old like star.
But it's random, so
Mariah getting Michael out of here.
She might. She might get Mike with the criteria.
I think Zell. I think your problem is you be looking at them where they at currently versus what they did. Because if you look at Mariah for what she's done in comparison to like everybody else's body of work, I
specifically said Michael Jackson. Just be clear.
You said Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh shit, no.
So let's be clear. You saying that what Mariah has done is bigger than what Michael Jackson?
No, I didn't say that.
All right,
no.
But we just judging them
vocally is crazy. I don't know.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Vocally.
Listen, Mariah might see Mike in the next round. You never know. That is if. But Mike might lose to Al Green.
Yeah, but you can't say it can't be racist in that comparison. Somebody white gonna pass on, so it wouldn't matter.
All right, yo, comment. Can I ask you a question?
What's the question?
Is Michael Jackson gonna beat Al Green?
Oh man, you would ask me that because I am a huge Al Green fan. That's tough, bro. Don't do that to me.
Bro, I got a question for y'all.
Don't do that to me, bro. That's tough. Because I mean, if you was to ask me who would I listen to more, it would definitely be Al Green. But if you talking about it, obviously, if we talk about vocally, come
vocalist,
on, Michael Jackson, come on,
Michael Jackson, okay,
Michael Jackson. I mean, come on, but that's hurtful though because I love Al Green. I got all his stuff on vinyl.
Shout out to Al. But my last question before we get out of here: which joint y'all want to do first? You know what I mean?
Oh wait, go back. You on too fast. Let me skim over it real quick. Okay. Go ahead. Oh, that's so crazy.
And then you got.
Is that the last one?
Me personally, I want to start with that one.
Okay, Chris. Okay.
Hard one and an easy one.
Stevie Wonder versus Brandy. That's crazy.
Yeah, Brandy keep getting these weird ass matchups. Isley now is Stevie Wonder. Like
that's crazy. That's crazy. Honestly, I want to start with this one. I would have said the second lineup, but I like this one.
So it's Christina Aguilera beating
Ella Fitzgerald. People gonna dig their feet in and think about some of these.
I was also gonna say this one, but
like start at the beginning, like the way you showed them to me.
What's the first one? What's the first one?
This the first one.
It's the first one.
Yeah, start with that one.
We can start it off with this one: Christina versus Ella, Stevie and Brandy,
kind of neat.
Lauren and Jennifer, and Luther and Patty.
Yeah, I think that's solid. I think that's solid enough.
So it's Christina Aguilera getting the upset.
Over who?
Christina versus who again?
She being Ella Fitzgerald, who took out Aretha Franklin.
Yeah,
which I'm still upset about.
Ella Fitzgerald versus Chris. Hold on, let me ask real quick.
I mean, we know. Stevie and Brandy. Is that a foregone conclusion? We know who's winning.
No.
No.
Stevie.
See,
But Brandy, fresh off that Ron Isley victory, she just smoked it. She just smoked Ron.
Somebody beat somebody to get
Ron
here.
Isley not beating Stevie though.
She's smoking that Ron Isley pack. She ain't about to smoke that Ribbon in the Sky pack. Brandy smoking that Superstitious pack.
The people say they can't choose. That's out of line for y'all to compare them.
Ask them Stevie Wonder.
Two different generations, man. So they like, you know, if my biasness is gonna be one Christina, one Pat, one Ella. You feel me?
So we know the most difficult matchup gonna be Luther and Patty.
Luther and Patty is definitely gonna be an argument for sure. But I'm telling you right now, I got Luther off rip. I'm letting
All right,
you know.
who you got, Brandy or Stevie?
Brandy or Stevie Wonder?
That what was epic.
See,
Oh wait,
Stevie Wonder.
you could have
You
done
said Stevie? I respect it. Stevie Wonder.
How Anita Baker
Stevie
kicked
Wonder. Let's go.
Babyface off the
Stevie Wonder.
See, the thing about Brandy is that she does really good songs, but vocally, I mean, a lot of people give her a lot of flowers. I just don't feel like if you put her up vocally against other people, like she matches. Like,
yeah, she literally.
that's why when black people had that big, you know, dinner discussion about Brandy or Monica, I always go Monica's because not only does Monica have better, I ain't gonna say better singles, better albums in my opinion. Monica vocally is better, you know what I mean, than Brandy. You know what I'm saying? But as far as singles, Brandy has the best collaborations outside of Monica.
Do you want?
I mean, we might do a Brandy versus Monica, but so we got the matchup set. Ella and them.
You learned something today. It's not true. You learned something.
To who?
Jennifer Hudson is smoking Lauryn Hill.
Not to
You know that.
everybody who heard.
Wait, what you said? What with Lauryn Hill?
No, I said Jennifer Hudson is smoking Lauryn Hill. She's, you know what I mean, we
vocally, yes.
Yeah. It's just,
not even thing. Like, I don't understand what you mean.
Like Jennifer Hudson smoking on that Miseducation pack next week. So
yeah, unfortunately, it was gonna happen eventually.
You know,
I think I forgot who, but some people didn't even want her to get this far. So, hey,
okay. Lauren, who did she beat again?
It was somebody. I remember that. It was an upset.
Somebody crazy.
I mean, she beat somebody crazy. But yeah, that's coming. All right, we're gonna do that. Vocalist tournament is back. I mean, we're gonna get together, do some homework. You know what I mean? Hopefully. See what niggas' schedules look like.
Yeah.
But I will create a playlist just in case of emergencies. So you can do your own independent listening. But yeah, I mean, this has been What It Sound Like track 33, you know, volume 2. My boy Zell No Bell's back, Mallory is back, the gang. You know, we missed y'all. They're back. You know. Someone didn't want to participate this week, but she'll be back. You know.
All right. See you next week, Lala. We missed you.
Yeah, I like that Batman poster in the back. That's hard.
Definitely. That was her birthday gift.
That's what's
you know what I mean? This plate. You know what I mean? You know. But yeah, it's your boy the Sensei, Wizard of Oz. Blur Cartel, you know what it is.
Let's put that on.
Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, blurred.com. You know what I mean? Make sure you check out blurred.com. I mean, you know. And then, you know, make sure you check me out, man. I'm going to be at BlurredCon, man. DreamCon. I'm going to be out there, man. I mean, I might even be, you know, I might be cosplayed up. You never know. I might.
Ooh, BlurredCon, you wild banshees.
You know what I mean? Hey, listen, we still ain't get word yet, but that What It Sound Like panel might be there at BlurredCon. You know what I mean? So, you know, karaoke night. You know what I mean? Blurred karaoke.
That'd be hard.
You know, so we fingers crossed on that time. Fingers crossed. But yeah. We back next week.
Yeah, we gotta do it just to get people hyped up.
Back. But we'll be back next week.
Next week, yo. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
I mean, we out of here.